the Anishinaabe used to lay their heads. He looked at the fire pits, and there weren't even ashes in the fire pits. They'd all been washed away. He looked at trees, and he saw where we tanned hides, and the hides were rotted. They weren't even there anymore hanging. He looked at all the containers that held all the food that he taught us to gather in the woods, and all the animals of the woods had come and broken into them. He was very sorrowful. He began to mourn the fact that the Anishinaabe were not there. And the more he thought about it, the more he realized that they were probably gone forever, and that he was never going to see his favorite people again. So he did what all traditional natives would do. For 3 days and 3 nights, he began to cry. He found himself a large rock, and he sat down on it. And he began to cry so hard that he sobbed so long. And actually, his tears began to form a stream that ran right in front of him at his feet. The stream ran into a larger river down the valley. He cried for 3 days and 3 nights. And when he was done, he let out one last and long, final, deep sigh. And that's when he heard it. At first, he thought maybe it was the wind in the trees. He really wasn't sure, so he listened carefully. And there it was again. He heard the sound. And maybe it sounded a little like this. Maybe it sounded like this. And he began to follow the sound. And as he began to follow it, it got louder and louder. Finally, it became so loud, he began to run after it. And as he ran, he came upon a hill like this one in front of you. And he came down and over the hill. He came down into a valley that looked much like this. And there, what he saw stopped him in his tracks. Now, Nanabozo has never won for a loss of words, but at this point, he was speechless. He found what he was looking for. There were all the Anishinaabe, half naked, the clothes rotting off their backs, laying on the ground in pure agony. What he saw horrified him. For there, each and every Native American, from the oldest elder to the youngest babe, laid there on the ground, their arms spread like this, their legs open. Each and every one of them with a broken branch above their head, their mouths open, and pure maple syrup dripping straight in their mouths. Their bellies were extended like this, and now the sound was overwhelming. It sounded like this. Oh, 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 ah, ah. At that point, Nanabozo, he got angry, and so he began to look around. He saw down the valley a river. Could have been the Huron at that time. We don't know where this happened. But he saw the river, and there were the Bushinashi by the thousands. So he called to the Bushinashi to come up the crane. And of course, when Nanabozo calls, you come. They came, and he gave them directions on what to do. He told them, gather some water in each of your beaks, and then fly all over Great Turtle Island. Great Turtle Island is North America. Fly, and everywhere you see a maple, you are to spit some of that water out. So they did this. They flew, and they spit. When you do this toward the crowd, you got to be very careful. Spit they did. And you know what? There must have been something in that spit that Nanabozo had done, because it wasn't just water anymore. Every maple it hit. And you know, to this day, all the maple trees and all their descendants, no longer do they leak when you break the branch. Pure maples. Oh, you see, Nanabozo was so angry that you probably learned it today down at the sugar shack. How many gallons of sap? 40, very good. 40 gallons to get 1 gallon of maple syrup now. That's amazing, isn't it? You see, he was so angry at us because we were so greedy. We took advantage of his gift. And you know what? It taught us a lesson. And when we have more than we need, we share it with others. And we never take more than we need unless it's there for us to share. So, you see, each of these stories that the Anishinaabe tell have a moral or a lesson involved in it. Now I'm going to teach you another lesson. You see, I'm a traditional Native American. I was raised in a very traditional family. My grandfather made sure that we knew all the traditions so that we could carry on these things. You came into my house today. This is where I live on the weekends. This is where I stay. But you did not follow tradition. And that's all right. I overlooked that in some people, especially if you're Caucasian. So I overlooked that. But I still am Anishinaabe. So I gave you a gift. I gave you a gift of the story. And now tradition says that I can demand a gift back from each and every one of you. And that is what I'm going to do. So listen, I think you'll like the demand. We'll just call it a request, okay? But you really have to do it. Here it is. You see, the Anishinaabe believe that once our culture and our language is no longer used or spoken, it will be lost and we will be forgotten. Nobody wants to be forgotten, do they? We all want to be remembered, right? So here's what I'm going to ask of you. For you kids, for you young folks, you need to talk to your parents and your grandparents about what you do and how you did it. For you parents and grandparents, you need to talk to your children about the traditions that your family has, where you came from, you know, how you met your spouses, the family stories, right? Those are the things that are important. That way you keep your culture and your family stories alive. Can you guys do that for me, Nikwandan? Yeah, sure. Come on now. By the way, we're outside. We're not in a classroom, right? Because, you know, so we can be loud, right? So can you do that for Nikwandan?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Welcome to my home. I forgot to tell the other group this. Please wipe your feet. I've grown real accustomed to the mud and straw here. I don't want you taking any with you. Nothing personal, but I've really grown to like it. Another guest in my home is Mr. Martin, and he's going to give you some further information about the mapling sugaring process. All right?